Okay, once again, this is another article on how does marijuana affect male fertility. A lot of you are not going to want to hear this, but you might want to pay attention. Let's jump into it. There is a body of evidence today that supports this finding, and studies now suggest that the impact is multifactorial. The use of marijuana can lead to reduced sperm count, reduced sperm concentration, changes in sperm motility and morphology, hormone changes, reduction in libido and sexual performance, reduced sperm viability. Unfortunately, many of these effects can linger for weeks and even months after discontinuing the use of marijuana. Dr. Daniel at Urology Associates has been involved in researching and reporting the effects of marijuana use on male fertility. Let's take a closer look at some of the things he and the team discovered. For many years, studies have shown that sperm have cannabinoid receptors on them, which suggests that cannabis has the ability to disrupt sperm function. Additionally, studies have shown a high correlation of men using marijuana who have reduced sperm counts and concentration. In fact, men who use marijuana more than once a week have nearly a 30% reduction in sperm count and sperm concentration. And this has been shown to last 5 to 6 weeks even after they stop using marijuana. In studies across both the US and the UK, research shows that men who have used marijuana 3 months prior to giving a semen sample also have abnormal sperm shape, also known as morphology. This is even the case in younger men, those who were 30 years old or less. Use of cannabis at both therapeutic and recreational dosages also showed a reduction in sperm motility, the ability for sperm to move efficiently as well as viably, how long the sperm live. In addition to the changes in sperm quality, counts, and viability, marijuana also impacts the reproductive hormones such as LH. This hormone plays an important role in fertility, especially through its role in regulating testosterone levels. Research has shown that the recent use has a more detrimental impact than the frequency of use when looking at testosterone levels in men. Another effect of cannabis use is that men who have prolonged and consistent exposure can experience testicular atrophy, a condition where the testes diminish in size and can even lead to the loss of function. This is due to the direct damage to the tubes where the sperm is produced. While this condition can often be reversible, it is a factor to consider when evaluating male fertility in those individuals who have a long history of frequent marijuana use. Lastly, there is strong evidence that erectile dysfunction, known as ED, is also a side effect for men who use marijuana. Long considered an aphrodisiac in past cultures, research today actually shows that it has a negative impact on sexual performance. In fact, in one study, 78% of men who reportedly experienced ED were frequent marijuana users versus only 3% who did not. It is believed that cannabis induces ED by causing damage to the endothelial cells, those cells that live on the interior surface of the blood vessels and help to maintain an erection. So as you can see, this new government weed is Frankenstein shit. This is catch-22. Just when you thought it was legal and safe, now you got this motherfucking ED weed, right? This weed that's designed to turn you inside out as a man, destroy your vitality, destroy your fertility, make your testicles small and all kind of weird shit. Put this garbage down, man. This is not the weed of the 90s. That weed's gone. So unless you are insistent on smoking this shit, then more power to you. But if you really are after empowering yourself, making yourself strong and protecting your vitality, you're gonna have to put this shit down, man. So again, it's no coincidence. This is part of the agenda. This is why it's just conveniently all of a sudden legal and all access for you to have, because really it's feminizing you as a man, and it's really destroying you, man. So last point I'll say is this. It's obvious that part of the American agenda for the black man is not just to feminize him, it's also to make him act in ways that prolong his development, or prolong his childhood, I should say. And you see this in street gangs, rap music, and fashion. You see that they got us wearing fucking Mickey Mouse shirts, SpongeBob backpacks. You're 20, 30 years old, 40 years old, still talking about gangbang and shit. The music you hear and the music that's made popular is just to really reiterate this man-child syndrome. Right along with the cannabis use. You know, I grew up smoking weed, man, but I started smoking weed early. And as I got older, even though I may have, dibbled and dabbled, I realized time and again, this isn't a part of my growth journey. You can't grow smoking weed. You can't get to the next level of your manhood, of your mental manhood, by smoking weed. It's called getting high, but really you're getting fucking real low, because you can't get nowhere, let alone take care of business properly, let alone, not be fucking lazy and procrastinate. So there's nothing really beneficial that comes from cannabis. You're gonna have to put that shit down if you wanna step into real manhood. You gotta let that shit go, man. Fuck what Snoop Dogg is doing. Fuck what these rappers are doing. You ain't Snoop Dogg. So you can't spend your whole motherfucking life smoking weed for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You're gonna look stupid out here, and really all you're doing is prolonging your manhood. You're staying as a man-child. So put that shit down, man. Anyways, make sure that you go on to MrEarthRose.com, check out the Warhorse products. All men should have aphrodisiacs. This is the one place that has real shit that really fucking works. No gimmicks, no games. Go online and check it out.